What up, y'all? This is your boy AD coming in with the Rockets podcast with my boy Coach Dante and Ryan Diamond in the building. Hey, y'all know we about to talk Rockets ball, man. So it's not much going on, but it's enough going on that we can talk about it, man. Reed Sheppard, Jalen and Sengun, Jabari Smith, a lot more, man. So let's go ahead and run it, and we'll see y'all on the other side of the intro. What up, y'all? Here we go again with another episode of the H-Town Rundown. Rockets talk, man. Rockets basketball, Houston Rockets basketball. Got my co-host in the building. Got Coach Dante in the building. We got Ryan Diamond in the building, and I'm subbing in. Your boy AD subbing in for Preston. So let's talk about it, man. It's a lot going on with the Rockets. Reed Sheppard was drafted third overall, and he finally had his introductory press conference. What was it, Tuesday, if I'm not mistaken?
Yeah, it was, I think.
On Tuesday, and hey, we had Ime Doka smiling in the back, kind of excited, ready to go, and hey, they got their boy, man. What are y'all thoughts about the introductory press conference, and did y'all get any key nuggets out of it, and anything that y'all want to see from Reed Sheppard going forward?
Yes. I think there was one key moment in his conference. Reed Sheppard said, "You can't be soft." And once he said you can't be soft, Ime Udoka was smiling right there. And I
Mhm.
think that's the most perfect quote he could have said during his conference. That's exactly what our team needs. I mean, we
Mhm.
all saw Ime Udoka versus LeBron. Can't be soft.
Right. Yeah, you can't be no bitch. How about that?
Amen.
Well, and one thing that really got me is when it's like when he first got drafted and he asked it like he wanted to play. He asked to play with the NBA players, and that's one thing when you coming out of the draft, you don't get many players wanted to measure their game with the NBA players and practice and play and work out and go against some of the NBA players. That's one thing about it. And then, like Ryan said, you can't be no pony in the NBA. You can't be no play like no pony. You got to be aggressive. And his defense is when you look at him, his defense is really good. He averaged two steals a game in college in Kentucky. And like I say, man, I like that everything about his press conference and his parents seem to take care of him really well. He love his parents. His parents love what he can do. And
Mhm.
again, I mean, it was a good. He said some quality things, and Ime Udoka had a smile on his face, like almost throughout the whole presser. Pretty much, he was impressed. I guarantee Ime Udoka was impressed with him.
Yeah, I don't know if this was said in the press conference. I think it was when he talked about how he was not forced to play basketball. He, with both his parents being basketball stars at Kentucky, they literally were hands off as far as like, trying to force him or put him in situations to play. He just grew the passion for the game, and he just loves to play the game. That is a positive check note for Reed Sheppard. Somebody that loves the game of basketball and wasn't kind of forced into a situation, even though your parents and everything were, kind of Kentucky superstars at that point in time. His dad won a national championship at Kentucky, if I'm not mistaken, and his mom was a baller as well in Kentucky. So, um, he has strong family values, man. Strong family values, and he's really motivated to succeed. He doesn't take plays off. He kind of strives to be great. I think he's talked about it pre-draft how he takes different things from people's games and tries to apply it into his own and make himself his own kind of well-rounded player. He wants to be a point guard, shooting guard, whatever the team needs him to be. he's trying to strive to be able to do all of that.
We have a sniper incoming.
Yeah,
That's
we
for
do.
sure.
Oh,
I
I'm
mean,
telling
I
He's
think
so good.
Rise-
Yeah, his defense, like he's small, but
you. Hmm.
he's a dog on defense. For being as small as he is, he's really good.
I think like having that 42-inch vertical too, it helps.
Mhm.
It's gonna really help him out a lot too. Even though he's an undersized guard, that's gonna really help him out on the defensive side and recover on some when he's beat on the perimeter, and it's gonna also help him on the offensive end too. When he's driving by guys and going up for a layup, and if you look at his playmaking is pretty underrated. He also averaged 4.4 assists a game, so. And he did this coming off the bench, Kentucky. He wasn't even a starter. So that tells you a lot about his game. That's really underrated that a lot of people wasn't talking about. His rebounding. He averaged four rebounds per game, also averaged 4 assists a game. And like it's kind of like he was all over the place. And he was like a spark plug off the bench for Kentucky. So I think he can do just about that same as even though, I kind of was against not bringing Aaron Holiday back, but bringing Aaron Holiday back. I think Reed Sheppard can actually beat him out for some rotational minutes. I feel good about Reed Sheppard beating him out. Really, I really do.
I don't think that Aaron Holiday is going to be playing rotational minutes. I think that we just re-sign him so if there's an injury, then he can play those injury minutes.
Mhm.
I don't think we signed him to play rotational minutes.
To me, that is the biggest question. You don't sign him for that what is it, $10 million contract? He signed for
$10 million.
I don't think we signed him to not play him.
You don't think so?
Yeah, I agree.
What about veteran leadership just coming off the bench?
I think Holiday's, the plan they want to use with Holiday is that he's going to be playing Reed Sheppard minutes at first. And then Reed will probably take over later on. But I think they're going to get Reed in the D League the G League. I'm sorry, I'm going back. Yeah, I think he's going to be in the G League for most of the season. Similar how they did Amen, similar how they did Cam, similar how they did all the rookies, except for Jalen and Sengun. All of them, Jabari too. But Tari, all of those guys played in the G League quite a bit before they really got active on the main roster. So I can see them the first month or two, Reed will be there, but he won't play much. And then when it comes to, like December or whatever, he'll be in the G League. And then when the new year rolls around, you'll see him back on the roster, playing meaningful minutes as we, make our playoff push.
He's going to be dropping 50 every game in the G League, shooting 50% from three.
Hey, look, one thing about it, if you go down in the G League and you go crazy, you're undeniable. You're undeniable. That KPJ did that. Like the Rockets literally.
Washington did that.
Yes.
KPJ literally did it for 3 games and immediately came up. After he was traded.
Now you remember he had a whole season.
Yeah.
And in the G League.
Yeah, I thought he only played for a short stint because you remember Cleveland traded him.
They traded him to us.
Yep.
But he played in the G League more than 3 games. He played in the G League almost the whole. He didn't play for us towards the end of this. Might be like 3 or 4 games towards the end of the season.
I remember his first game was against the Bucks when he dropped that 50. Yeah.
Yeah, was that his first game? It was
first game back from the G League.
First back in the NBA, he dropped 50 against the Bucks. 50 points against the Bucks. Yeah, that was
really. I did not think that was his first.
I didn't think
that was his first game. Legit first game. That was his first game.
And then Chris G say Tata. Yeah, Tata was
another. Tata was.
I don't know what happened. I don't know what happened.
I blame Steven Silas for that, man. I blame Steven Silas for messing up that, man.
Steven Silas messed up everything.
Man, bro.
Not just Tata Washington. He messed up our front office. He messed up our players' rotational minutes. He messed up players' progression.
Mm-hmm.
He messed up everything.
He messed up Jalen Green.
Hey! No, you're right. He did. I mean, I'm not going to argue, but I know you're trying to send shots about Jalen Green, but he did. You're not even wrong.
Look, Steven Silas got Monty Williams fired. in Detroit. I mean, Steven Silas is one of
They were not playing about signing another head coach, so Silas did not run that role.
Oh, absolutely. They were not even. They didn't want Silas in the building. That's why they said Monty said I gotta keep Steven here. They said, well, you gotta go.
I didn't think Monty Williams wanted to be there anyway because, like I said, if you really read and look into it, like he only
wanted to
signed
take time off. Yeah.
He only signed that because of the money because he turned down their first offer that they actually gave him, and then they gave him a second offer which was more money. So I think he only took that job for the money. He didn't want to be in Detroit anyway.
No, not at all.
Not at all.
No. Look, you gotta go get your bag whenever you can get your bag because they signed him to their fire. Huh?
$90 million is
see, that's why he took the job. That's why he actually took the job. He turned down
the first offer. The thing about it, when you get fired, you still get paid.
You still get paid. You still get paid. He get paid for Phoenix. He still get paid.
You know, get paid for Phoenix. Couch and watch basketball, and not have to coach Detroit. Like, come on.
Look, Detroit, man, they're a sad case, man. I don't know what's going on with them, but the moves they've been making is very, very questionable, and I don't see them. It's gonna be a long while before they can really turn it around.
And I'm not going to sit here and say that their draft was bad, but like Ron Holland, there was so many better players on the board, and they took Ron Holland.
Look,
it's almost as bad as Atlanta's front office, almost as bad.
But you just had a smorgasbord of guards. You had a boatload of guards in your backcourt when you traded Killian Hayes. They traded Killian Hayes
from France's national team.
Yeah. Hey. No, that was it Thibault? I thought that was Thibault.
Thibault just got cut from Australia's.
Oh, okay. But yeah, Killian Hayes, he was productive, man. He was a productive guard in the NBA. I'm about to say NFL in the NBA. And I thought he was, a good player for Detroit, but they traded him away.
Killian Hayes was productive.
Yeah,
bro was putting up tour numbers.
Hey, I'm being generous, okay?
You're being a little bit too generous. I'll try doing this with Jalen Green. The G in Green stands for generous now.
Hey, but but I mean, like he had some talent. So they traded him away because they had a lot of guards, right? And he wasn't. I mean, whatever he was, they just had too many. He was just, filling up too much space. And then you go and draft another guard.
I can't believe you just caught a productive in a row. You basically drafted 3 guards in a row. It's.
You basically drafted 3 guards in a row. You drafted 3 years in a row, which is you got a guard in the first round, basically in the first round. Kay Cunningham, Killian Hayes, Jaden Ivey, and also the dude out of Houston. Well, I really like Marcus Sasser too. Don't know, put him in there.
They draft Sasser?
Yeah, they drafted
that was 2 years ago, though, right?
2 years ago, yeah.
Yeah.
So they drafted like 4 guards,
So again, hey, this is Detroit. I don't know what the hell they trying to do right now.
Become the next Atlanta.
Look, they're gonna be more than Atlanta. So I don't know. Hopefully they can turn around with Ivy and Cunningham, and then they get rid of one of their bigs, or they're trying to get rid of one of their bigs.
Yeah, they got a bit of. I think they got rid of James Weissman.
Yeah, Wiseman's gone, but they had another guy.
Wiseman's not good.
I think Stewart may be on his way out. Isaiah Stewart. Mm-hmm. He may be on his way out. I think he may be on his way out.
If he's on his way out, then who do they replace him with?
Nobody knows.
Okay, Stewart's not a bad piece for them, especially right now when they have no one else to replace him with.
Didn't they draft another big though? They drafted
Jalen Duren, who was really good. Jalen Duren is really good. They drafted him.
Duren is very good. He had a very good season last year.
Pretty good.
See, what's crazy is that I'm really not paying attention to Detroit because nobody watches Detroit really.
Nobody.
I mean, you watch it on Sports Center.
I have a close friend who's a Pistons fan.
Mm-hmm.
I feel so bad for him.
Hey, I ain't gonna lie, man. That last Detroit championship feels like forever ago, and it literally was over 20 years ago.
It was before I was born, so I don't remember it.
That was what, 2004 or 2003, 2004?
So, like 2003. It was 2003, I believe.
Yeah, because
it was before I was born, so I was born in 04.
Hey, You right. It was in '03 because it was the one right after the Lakers three-peated
Yep.
and Lakers lost in that when they had Carmelo and Gary Payton
Yep,
and them.
they lost to the DTR. That's who they lost to. Carmelo got injured. He ended up getting
Mm-hmm.
injured.
Good.
Yeah.
Karl Malone deserve. I don't think anyone deserves to get injured, but like that guy is not a good guy.
Chris G saying and Langdon is a big fan, I guess.
Mhm.
But no, man, let's kind of move on and switch the topics because we're talking about Aaron Holiday and his place on the team. Where do you think Reed Sheppard's hierarchy is as far as like, let's start with ideal
Mhm.
and then go with reality. So
Okay.
ideally, we would think that Reed Sheppard would be one of the first ones coming off the bench in that moment, if I'm not mistaken. That's how I would use Reed as at least, not 6 man, but like 7 or 8 man
Yeah.
coming in off
Yeah.
the bench. What are y'all thoughts about that?
I think he's a rotational piece. I
Yeah,
think
I think
I
he's a
think Tari
rotational bench
Eason. I
piece.
think Tari Eason, if he's healthy, is more the 6 man, the first one off the bench. I'm gonna go him, but I think he's gonna be in the rotation like that 8th or 9th. I think it's an opportunity that he may make him play 9 guys. That he got guys that he can pin
The
on.
thing is that
Go ahead.
our bench is so deep. Off the bench now, we'll have a man. We'll have Cam Whitmore. We'll have Tari Eason, and we'll have Reed Sheppard. And now we also have Aaron Holiday, which was just brought up, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, it's gonna be hard. Like you said about Reed Sheppard getting those G League minutes. I think he probably will at the start of the season, closer towards like halfway mark, All Star. Maybe right after All Star, he'll start getting more playing time in the actual league, and Aaron Holiday will get just those veteran minutes.
Mm-hmm.
But I want Ben Thompson and I want Tari to get more minutes. Obviously, I think that's how it should be.
Now I think Amen. I don't think there's no question that Amen Thompson and Tari is going to get more minutes. They are actually already rotation based on
Fred
what
a player option.
based on what they did last year. That is no doubt that they're a rotational piece. They're going to get the minutes they're going to get. One thing Ime Udoka does do a good job when someone is not playing well. Someone is going to get most of your minutes, going to get a lot of your minutes when someone is not playing. That's what happened. I mean, keep bringing this up to Jalen last year. When Jalen wasn't playing, who was getting most of his minutes? Tari Eason at the beginning of the season was getting most of his minutes, and Amen Thompson was getting most of his minutes at the end of those games when he wasn't playing and on the bench. So I think Reed Sheppard is going to get. I think it's a good chance that he ends up in a rotation. Probably from day one. I think it's an opportunity, but I think I'm not scared of, Cam Whitmore or Amen Tari not getting no minutes. I think they get minutes. I think they're gonna get their minutes.
I saw. I was talking to one of my friends about this the other day. Right, just speaking of Cam Whitmore. Do y'all think that Cam Whitmore has some of the highest, like, what's it called, ceiling on our team? Because Cam Whitmore, if he can get like a really good handle, and he gets a faster shot, he can be so good.
Ryan, you know who you just described? You just described Amen Thompson. Like
Both of them, literally, they both have such a high ceiling. It's ridiculous.
Like literally, if Amen gets his handle together and he gets a jump shot, a quicker release, and able to have a consistent jump shot,
But the thing
he
is,
is.
like, I love Amen. Don't get me wrong. I love both of them. Amen can't shoot yet. Once he can shoot and he gets a faster jump shot, he'll be crazy. Cam Whitmore can shoot for what we know.
Yeah, that's true. I do think Cam has the higher upside, but you got to remember too. Cam isn't he older or is he the same age as Amen?
I think he's he's gonna be 20.
No, he's a year.
He's
like
gonna be 20.
That dude,
like he was
he's like 2 years younger than Amen.
He was like, he gonna be 19?
Amen not 21 though.
No, he's like 21.
And I mean, it's like 21. I believe Cam was like, what's Cam like 18 when he first got drafted? When he got drafted last year, I think Cam was like 18 or 19.
Yeah, he's like 4 months older than me. He's like 9. He's 19 right now. He's the same age as me.
Oh wow, Amen
Well, he's gonna be 20. He's gonna be 20 then.
Damn, Amen's 21 years old.
Yeah,
he was drafted from OT.
Shit, damn, what the hell?
Yeah,
okay, so yeah, Cam has the higher upside, definitely. So my thing is
Cam is like no trade for me. We cannot trade Cam.
that is the next question that I'm about to ask. Out of all the players that we have, you don't have enough room for everybody. Okay? We drafted Sheppard. We know that he's not going anywhere right now. You have Jalen Green. You have Alperen Şengün. You have Jabari Smith. You have Amen Thompson. You have Cam Whitmore. You have Tari Eason. Who else am I missing?
Thank you, Brooklyn.
Right. You have all of these. I think it's the core 7, the core 8 now.
Core 9.
Right. You have all of these players on this roster that are young that need playing time. Because even if you play all 8, you still have to play Fred VanVleet. You still have to play Dylan Brooks. You still have to play Steven Adams. Like, you still have to play, and I highly doubt Ime is going to run a 12 or 13 man rotation.
Our team is so deep, it's ridiculous.
It's so much talent on this team, and the question is, like, the Rockets will eventually have to make a move. Which one of this young core 8 are you willing to trade or get rid of? I'll start with Ryan, and then we'll go to Dante.
Oh no, you're putting me on the spot. I mean, this is gonna break my heart. AD, do you want to beef a little bit or not? Are you in the mood to argue or no?
Go ahead. We can go with.
I am not trading Jalen Green. I don't want to trade none of them. It's Steven Adams, Jock Landale. Get rid of Jock Landale. We'll leave it at that.
No,
I don't want to trade any of them. We can get rid of Jock Landale.
Stop avoiding the question. I'm talking about of the core 8 that we just listed.
Our team is so deep. I don't want to trade any of them. I mean, right now, Tari or Jalen.
Those would be the two. You hold on. Let me get this straight. This is recorded, right? Then Ryan said,
I don't want to trade Jalen Green. Like, if I have to, I'm trading Jalen Green, but I don't want to.
Let's get this on record. Ryan said, the biggest JG supporter said that Jalen would be one of his two. Him or Tari would be one of the two.
It's heartbreaking, bro. It's beyond heartbreaking.
Oh man, Dante, who would you trade out of the core 8 that we just?
Or maybe Jabari.
Oh, so depends on how's the season going. So if we under 500, we not making no progress with a better team that I'm expecting that we're should have next year. We went 41-41 throughout the tough Western Conference. But if it's no progress at all, LP is off the table. I think at some point he's going to get paid. So he's off the table. It depends on where we at during the season at the trade deadline. And if Jalen Green is not stepping up, I'm not going to hesitate to trade Jalen Green.
Yeah.
I was have some talks about Jabari Smith as well. But again, I would say Jalen Green. If he's the same Jalen Green throughout the first half of the season, I would say you got to pull a plug. And I would say Jalen Green out of all of them, but don't rule out Jabari Smith could if he doesn't build off the season that he did have. But my answer.
Hey, now this is not. Let me get this straight. The one time I come and host this podcast, the Rockets podcast, and I be in the comments talking about Jalen Green and this and that. Are you sitting up here telling me, both of y'all, that Jalen Green is the one after all of this argument?
I hate to say it, as much as I love Jalen Green and as much as I will take Jalen Green's side for the rest of my life until I'm dead, it's like,
hey, I'm a fan of the Houston Rockets. And I'm a Jalen Green supporter. But again, if he continues to show inconsistency,
yeah, exactly.
I gotta move on. I gotta move on from him.
Exactly.
So let me.
Other players gonna play better, especially when we won most of the games that he was even out. On the bench. We won most of those games. We come back to beat New Orleans when he was stinking up the joint. We come back and beat them early in the season. It took him the fourth quarter just for us to beat the Memphis Grizzlies, but it was like 5 games. It was like 5 games he was out, and we come back and won most of those games with him being on the bench. And when he got a chance against Boston, the best team in the NBA, when he got a chance, you had no Fred VanVleet, so you had the ball in your hands a whole lot of opportunity right there. You just couldn't capitalize. Like I said, he's been inconsistent in the first half for 2 years, but down there 2 years, almost his rookie season. I give him a little pass on that because that was rookie. He was a rookie, but this year and last year he showed a little bit of inconsistency in the first half. But if I had to trade one of those, if he had, it depends on where we at. If he doesn't step his game up, then yeah, I would trade. I would not be hesitant.
I mean, as much as I hate to say it, I think that's the consensus with all Rockets fans across the fan base. Because if he can't be consistent, he has to go. And as much as I hate to say it, it's true. But if he can average a consistent 20, 3 and 5 next year, at least we're keeping him.
Y'all putting low bar. Y'all are lowering the bar for the number 2 overall.
I ain't lowering the bar for him.
2021 draft. Hey, let me say this. I do want to shout out the people in the chat. King Beard 23, Chris G. He said trade for scoring. You trade Jalen. If you're trading for a wing, you trade Jabari.
Right.
Shout
it
out.
Depends what you're trading for.
Shout out franchise. As well. He talking about trade Jalen to the Lakers. Mm-hmm. Hell no.
Hell no.
No, that'll be the last thing. Shout out East
Coast. He said that'll be the
last thing we ever do.
Yeah, they will.
If that happens, I'm jumping off a 60-foot bridge with no water under it. We're not trading Jalen Green to the Lakers.
Hey, shouting out East Coast Gridiron as well as Rising Rhino. Y'all go ahead and show out for Rising Rhino, man. So yeah, man, Daniel. Barry Sports, shout out to him as well for being in the chat. And then hold on, AD, what do you think the Rockets doing? Get them the fuck up out of here.
Yeah, we've been saying the same thing.
Okay, well, on the topic of Tate, congrats to him. He got married, but get off my team. We don't want you anymore. Goodbye.
Yeah, let him go.
Whenever a player gets married in the offseason, they get traded.
We could send him to LA. We could send him to the Lakers.
Look, he'll probably do well with the Lakers. He'll be Bronny James 2.0.
So go back to college and average 2 points.
Hey, look. Did Tate even average? What did that Tate average at Ohio State? I don't even think he averaged.
I don't think he averaged 10 points. I don't think he averaged double digits.
He played overseas first, so.
No, he played at Ohio State first. Then he went over.
He did play college. He did play college ball.
Yeah.
So he played college, went overseas, and then came to the NBA.
So let me say this. This is my take. As much as I talk shit about Jalen Green, and y'all are all talking about Jalen Green, Jabari Smith will be the one that I will trade.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
Jabari has a lot. I feel like he has a lot more value.
But hold on. Before we talk about trading Jabari, I know this clip of Kevin Durant and Jabari Smith has been going wild over social media today. If Jabari can get a solid mid-range and hit it every time and get a good handle too, are you still trading him?
I would. The reason being is that Jabari is so everybody. I remember coming out, everybody was like, "Oh, he's a big. He played small ball center for us last year. He did well. I just think that Jabari Smith is not a fit with what the Rockets are trying to do. I don't. Shout out to King Beer. Yeah, y'all hit me up. I'll hop on the round robin with y'all, man. But I just don't think he's a fit for what the Rockets are trying to do. I don't think he's aggressive enough. I've spoken about that before. I don't think
he is either.
To be honest, like if he had the same aggression that he had at Auburn, being the number one option, Like, and he brought that to the NBA, which he did in the summer league.
Why couldn't the Magic have just drafted Jabari so we could get Paolo?
Look, that was the biggest like heart drop because I just knew we were getting Paulo. And Paulo on this team changes the dynamics so much.
Yeah, because he
Because
can do everything. He can do
he can do
everything.
everything.
Do everything.
And
Yeah.
right, and he
Jabari, throw some Suns picks in there and get Paolo.
hell no, they ain't not doing that shit for nothing.
he's how is the number one pick that underrated?
I don't know, man. He damn near
So
took him to the
good.
playoffs. Didn't Orlando make the playoffs? Or they
They
damn
did,
Yeah,
near-
they made the playoffs. They
Yeah,
almost beat
the playoffs.
Cleveland. They took Cleveland to 7. They almost beat Cleveland.
Yeah, so I'm like, and what the thing about it, Jabari doesn't fit as well with Sengun, which is crazy to me because he should fit. But Paulo with Sengun would be ridiculous.
It would be so good.
It would be ridiculous.
Yep.
So I'm like, the fit would be just immaculate. So I'm like, Jabari, as much as I love Jabari, and I think he has a lot of game, I thought he would be more of a defensive presence than what he is right now. Because he had the potential, and coming out, that was some of the talk is that he's going to be a great defensive player, can guard positions 1 through 5, in long, lengthy pause, and can block shots and do all this stuff. We don't hardly see that at all from Jabari. He'll make plays here in his rookie year when he had that number 1 on. Yeah, he had some plays and stuff like locking down Giannis and doing things like that. But then you have these lapses last year where it's like, what the hell are you doing on defense, Jabari?
Giannis really shouldn't be that hard to lock up. I'm with James Harden. He just runs and dunks.
Look, Giannis. Look, I don't care what you say, LeBron. That's basically what LeBron does. Like LeBron just runs and dunks.
No. But he's got that little. he's got that little 3-pointer.
Hey, LeBron did it his rookie year. Just ran and dunked the ball. He had to develop a shot. That's how he stayed in the league longer. He had to develop.
Okay, but over his career, he's averaging 27, 7, and 7. He's won 3 chips? Is that correct?
Giannis
didn't win over 3.
Giannis didn't win
LeBron.
Oh, LeBron has 4.
LeBron has
4 chips.
Yeah.
But you're not going to get me over here glazing LeBron. I don't like LeBron at all. Pause. It's Michael Jordan's the GOAT. I'm standing by it.
Hey, we had this debate and a couple weeks ago about Michael Jordan and all that. Hey, I don't want to touch that. We can let that lie. But no, man, I think Jabari to me would be a prime candidate. I think you would get, especially I think if a trade is centered around, let's say, a Kevin Durant. Jabari will be the obvious move you make.
Yep.
I know some people don't want Kevin Durant.
Do you, AD?
I mean, it all depends, man. Like, if Kevin Durant means that does he put us in contender status? Like a lineup of Fred VanVleet, Jalen Green, Kevin Durant, Dylan Brooks, and Alperen Sengun. Does that starting lineup make you a playoff caliber team with Cam Whitmore, Tari Eason, Amen Thompson, and Reed Sheppard coming off the bench?
So, just speaking of Fred VanVleet, I asked this question earlier. Is his option, is it player or team?
Fred VanVleet, the third year is a team option.
I think it makes us
good. I'm glad that's a team option because I don't want to come back here.
What'd you say, Coach?
I think it makes us a playoff team. I don't think it makes us a championship team. I don't think it moves the needle. I think it does that with Kevin Durant. It makes us a playoff team. I think
you don't think that Kevin Durant coming to Houston moves us the needle to be a championship team?
No.
Look, I'm not saying I want Kevin Durant here because I strongly do not want Kevin Durant here at all. But I mean, I do think he does help us become a championship contender. I'm not saying we win it, but I think we go pretty far in the playoffs.
Yeah, I think we a playoff team. Probably depends on the matchup. Probably second round, and that's pretty much it. I think.
Let me say this, man. We could have had so many potential. Brandon is talking about Kevin Durant coming in late. But if Durant comes, that's fine and dandy. But the opportunities the Rockets had, he's talking about Westbrook, Harden, and Durant.
What if Chris Paul just
I don't
never
know.
hurt his hamstring?
If Chris Paul doesn't hurt his hamstring, the Rockets win a championship, and LeBron James is coming to the Rockets the next year.
LeBron coming to the Rockets. I've never heard that one yet. That's the first time I've heard that.
So just think about it. Think about it. Mind you,
I heard LeBron coming to Houston in 2018, not 2019.
No. Remember, so we got Chris Paul in
2017.
2017.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I know.
That's what I'm saying. If we would have won the championship, because remember, it was a lot of smoke. LeBron didn't go to the Lakers to 2018.
No, I know.
So that's my point.
Yeah, I remember that.
I see what you're saying. Okay.
If the Rockets would have won the championship in 2017 with Chris Paul, if he doesn't hurt his hamstring and the Rockets
17, okay.
Right. If Chris Paul doesn't hurt his hamstring and they win the championship that year, Chris Paul would like hell to get LeBron James on the Houston Rockets, and LeBron would have probably signed a shorter term deal and then eventually went to the Lakers. But the opportunity for him to win a championship in Houston with Chris Paul and James Harden at that point in time, after them already winning one, is so LeBron James. It's ridiculous. So,
it was obvious because because you remember how it started out.
KD doesn't.
Cleveland was struggling. That team self-destruct. That they traded everybody out of that. Dwayne Wade, Isaiah Thomas. They traded everybody. So that team completely self-destruct, and they made the final. So it was obvious if whoever would have won out of us, which was the Warriors, end up dominating Cleveland, we'd have did the same thing. We'd have did the same and beat them.
We would have beaten Cleveland handily.
Yeah, we did the same thing to him.
Yeah, and LeBron, because when did they win? When did he win the championship with Cleveland in 2016? Right?
It was 2016.
Yeah, it was the 3-1 comeback.
Yeah, and that was the year he had, like you said, coach with Wade and all them.
That was the next year. He had Wade them. He had Wade them. He had
Wade,
Hold on. So I'm trying to get the timeline right. I'm talking about 2017. 2017, LeBron had D Wade and Isaiah
Thomas.
Right, that's what I'm talking.
That's what those guys. Yeah.
Right, that's what I mean. So if the Rockets would have went to the championship, they would have beaten LeBron.
They would have beat them the same. In
that year.
Yeah.
And then LeBron would have turned around because D Wade went to Chicago. If I'm not
mistaken.
Yep. And then he went. D Wade went home. He was on his retirement tour then. He went home.
Hit the game-winning shot on the Warriors.
Yeah.
I will never forget that.
Look, all I'm saying is that it would have been right up LeBron's alley to join the Rockets after them winning the championship, after him getting beat by the Rockets and one of his best friends and Chris Paul winning the championship. He would have
Kevin Durant going to the Warriors.
Huh?
Kevin Durant going to the Warriors after getting beat by the Thunder.
Exactly. So, and then KD said KD doesn't fit this roster. And then he said also Kit Dilo said Harden will still be on the Rockets. Harden should have been on the Rockets instead of Fred VanVleet, and I'm gonna stand on that.
I don't know if I agree.
Hey, I'm telling you this right now. If James Harden would have been on this team instead of Fred VanVleet last year, the Rockets make the playoffs. Easy.
Okay, but Jalen Green doesn't get as many touches.
Give a damn. I
know you don't, but our team doesn't get. But why we make the playoffs? But the young players don't get enough touches. They don't improve by themselves.
But why? Hold on. So what happened with Tyrese Maxey? Why did he improve with James Harden?
Because James Harden was there. He taught James Harden. James Harden left. Okay, I see what you're saying. So, but I don't think James Harden. I don't think he does that for us with so many players.
Watch what the hell he does with KPJ in LA.
But they have the same play style. KPJ he's baby James Harden.
But all I'm saying is that
he's a mix of James Harden and Miles Bridges. But
I'm telling you now, James Harden, Jalen Green would still average 20 with James Harden.
Yeah.
Jalen, look, Alperen Sengun would be 20 and 12 with James Harden. Like James Harden is I don't think people realize, because I think his value diminished greatly when he joined the Nets.
Don't get me wrong. I love James Harden, but I just preferred Fred.
James Harden can also, man, that dude can also be a good playmaker too. That's 9 assists too. James Harden, that was 9 assists too. He also dished the ball. That was 9 assists too. He may have the turnovers. He may have the turnovers, but he will have at least 9 assists, average 9 assists.
Hey, that comparison of that mix of KPJ and mix of Harden and Bridges, it hit a little bit harder than what people really want to think about it. If you look at the back channels of that, and then Kid also said it's all Trevor's fault. Yeah, Trevor Ariza. Yeah, if Trevor Ariza doesn't leave, the Rockets if they would have brought everybody back, they probably would have had a chance to win it in 2018 as well.
Yeah.
And so shout out BLSG. So yeah, man, I think that was the biggest thing is that, we're going into a lot of revisionist history with the whole, Kevin Durant and all that situation and if he comes or not. But with all of the moves being made in the offseason, the Rockets are almost at a point where they have to stand pat.
I heard the Rock. You see that one comment from Calvin? I heard the Rockets.
I heard the Rockets has the potential to have max contract money to sign a free agent. That's why they haven't signed Green.
Exactly.
Yeah, I mean that's part. That's part.
It's the same thing the Sixers did with Tyrese Maxey.
So this is the thing. I don't think Jalen, like everybody's been saying before, Sengun I think is almost a lock to get a max. When it comes to Jalen Green still has to prove it. So yes, they're trying to hold off to see, but what is the max player? I'm looking at all the moves being made this offseason. What max player are the Rockets going to get if it's not Kevin Durant? If it's not, Donovan Mitchell already signed. He's gone. Kevin Durant is the only fish out there, him or Devin Booker. And the Phoenix said they're not getting rid of Devin Booker. So what other big fish or names is there out there? Paul George is gone to Philly.
Rockets fans, please do not get mad at me. As much as I love Jalen Green, Devin Booker gets us to the playoffs immediately, and he's 27 years old.
Hey, look,
I wouldn't be mad about it.
Come on more often.
I'm all for it, but I wouldn't be mad about it.
I need to come on more often to get Ryan to start speaking the truth when it comes to Jalen Green.
No, I did. I said I would like it, but I wouldn't be too I'd be a little bit mad about it.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's still like Jalen Green, he's what, 22?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, but Devin Booker, he's also very young. He's 27, can get us to the playoffs. But Jalen Green has so much upside still.
Look, this is a great episode for me because
AJ, I still stand by what I said about Jalen Green, bro.
Look, hold on. I need Green to be out making playoffs, not babies.
No, we need him to be making more babies because then he plays like how he played in March.
Look, if this man gotta be what's his name? What's the dude that had all them kids? NBA player.
Nick Cannon? NBA Youngboy? Which one?
No. If he needs to be Nick Cannon and have a baby every 6 months to play well.
You're not talking about that old school player, AD, huh?
I
that Will Chamberlain dude.
Will Chamberlain slept with a lot of people. I don't know how many kids he had.
20,000 apparently. No, he has Otto Porter. That's his grandson, right?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, they look very similar.
Look, if that's how it works,
Tyreek Hill. No, Anthony Edwards. Y'all saw Anthony Edwards got exposed again the other day?
Anthony Edwards, man, I don't know what the hell he doing. And he was up there rapping, they not like us. Yeah, you not like us either. I don't know what I don't know what you got going on out there. But nah, man, if and we say it tongue in cheek, but if that's a reality that Jalen Green has to have a kid to motivate him, or that to me that's damning, on Jalen Green. That means to tell me that you're not motivated to play the game basketball, and you have to have extra motivation from having a child. Yeah, yes, that motivates everybody.
Yeah, that's extra motivation for him, and he's giving us 25 a game. I'm all for it.
But why? But my thing is, why you couldn't give me the 25 without the baby?
He's still giving us 25.
Like the first half of the season, you couldn't give me that.
25 is 25, AD.
But that's
But
my point. He wasn't
like
giving us 25 before the baby.
Okay,
that's
so
in the middle. That's
he'll
at
give
the
us
beginning of
25
the
and more
season.
babies.
You wasn't giving us 25 points per game. You was sitting on the bench and watching your teammates come back to win a game.
Hold on,
I need Jalen Green to start stepping up during the beginning of the season, not wait till the All-Star break. Don't wait till the All-Star break just to make something happen.
Pause.
He said, "Damn." He said, Brandon said Harden would tell Jalen. He said, "Damn it, Jalen, I told you to give him a tip, not give him your tip." Pause. And then Killer Cat Calvin Murphy has 14 kids. Yeah, but nah. Calvin Murphy. Hold on, Calvin Murphy wasn't motivated by having kids. Like Calvin Murphy was a baller before he had kids. He was on that path before he started having kids. Look,
We saw
man,
Jalen Green's potential without kids.
hold on. We take Jalen Sengun and Van Vliet off H-Town hands for AD and Braun.
No.
The fuck?
I don't want him now one of my guys with the damn Lakers.
I don't
No.
want a 40-year-old LeBron James on my team. And always injured Anthony Davis.
No, this boy say Jalen ready to do his LeBron impersonation. Gonna have father-son duo on the Rockets. Now Jalen
I'm
ain't
all
gonna
for
be
it.
here. Jalen gonna be on his fourth team like LeBron.
Nah, we'll have Jalen Green.
Jalen is 22. You think in 20 years when he's 42 that his son gonna be playing basketball with him? So I don't know, but I think we got way off topic. That damn Kevin Durant shit turned us into a whole nother podcast.
No, that was my fault because I brought up trading Jalen Green for Devin Booker. But I'm not doing it.
I would do it. Shit.
Oh, I know you would.
I
I brought it up as a suggestion. I said I wouldn't be mad about it, but I'd be a little bit mad about it.
So I want to end on this topic here, man, because we touched on the max with Jalen Green and Sengun. I've stated that I think Sengun's getting the max, no doubt. Do we all agree as a panel? Ryan,
I agree. 1000%.
Dante agrees. You agree, Ryan? That
No,
Sengun
it's controversy.
I said it last year.
I mean, I already said it that Alperen Şengün is going to get the max.
So I want to say going forward, yeah, I know we say Alperen Şengün's getting the max, and then Jalen would be the questionable. If Jalen performs, it's all an if with Jalen. If Jalen performs like he did towards the end of last year in that 11-game stretch, on the 11-game winning streak, averaging 30, going crazy, turnaround,
It just needs to be having more kids.
All in all, if Jalen performs the way he did at the end of the year, he's getting a max contract.
Right? He either needs more kids or needs to be getting more 40-year-olds. One or the other.
Need to be knocking down the cougar, call him the cougar killer.
I've never. You just come up with that?
Yeah,
I've never heard that.
And then going forward, because you got to think about it. Who's after Jalen and Sengun? It's Jabari and Tari. Who gets a max out of those two? I mean, we've kind of discussed that Jabari may be on his way out. And would you give Tari? Would Tari deserve a max though?
I don't. I mean, if we're okay, but not potentially. You said
I don't think Tari would deserve a max, but I think he gets a good little amount of money.
Okay,
that's another.
The situation is if there's a max to be given to one of the two, and we are giving a max, I'm giving it to Tari. I'm not saying he should get a max. I'm saying if we have to give a max, I'm giving it to Tari.
I would say neither.
I agree, but I'm saying if we have to, I'm giving it to Tari.
No, it's not a have to. It's not a have to.
I'm not giving them a max.
So then you go to next year, Amen and Cam.
Oh, it depends how they play.
Because now, how many max players are you carrying on your roster? Because now with the new apron and everything like that, and the competitive balance and all that stuff that they're trying to do in the NBA, like if Jalen and Sengun have max contracts, who is the third person? Because you're not going to get 4 max contracts. Who is going to get it? If it's Amen and Cam, who gets the max contract?
Right now, if I'm giving a max contract right now, I'm giving it to Cam.
Oh, you
I'm
better piss some
gonna
people off.
But I
I'm gonna go
think in
amen.
2 years
I'm gonna
it'll
go.
probably
I'm
be
gonna go
Amen.
amen. I'm gonna go amen.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say amen gets the
In
max.
2 years, I'm going
If
Amen.
I had to
But right
choose
now, I'm
out of
going
one of them,
Cam.
I'm gonna say amen gets the max. I'm gonna say amen get a max. I don't want to.
So
Yeah, it probably will be him.
I'm gonna let Preston take over on this topic because that is an interesting topic to me, and I
Yep.
think it'll be an interesting topic to bring up because we can actually break down the numbers and say, who gets what. Because I
think
know,
Amen is going to be a triple double machine, though.
oh, Amen is gonna make the defensive all defensive team next year.
He should have made it this year.
First team.
I don't think he'd be first team. It's some politics, man. Politics in the NBA.
Okay.
Yeah, politics.
That'd be a good thing if he make the second
Only
team.
only way Amen makes the first team all defensive team is if he goes out there and has like 6 steals a game, has like 8-9 rebounds, and averages 3 to 4 blocks a game as a guard.
Yeah.
If he has that, then he's making all defensive team first team. Because Marcus Smart had to do that shit to damn near make all defensive team.
The only reason Cam didn't make no team because he played less games. I think he only played in 47 games.
Yeah, he would have made a rookie team.
Yeah, he would have made a rookie team if he played in 60 odd some games. If he played in over 60 games, he would have made one of those teams.
That boy's stupid. In case Jalen's offense is better than his defense. He said the Puma Pounder. Oh damn. Hey, but no, man. Y'all got any final thoughts, man, on the Rockets and any expecting moves? Do y'all predict?
Jalen Green needs to keep having children. That's my final thought.
Dante, you got any final thoughts, man, before we close it out?
Yeah, I got some final thoughts, man. I just can't wait to July 12th, man. We open up against, I think, Bronny James in the Summer League, so it's going to be interesting.
We're going to crush Bronny.
Let's see our boy Reed Sheppard. We got a good roster, man. If you look at the roster that we got in Summer League, I mean, Reed Sheppard. Go ahead.
Does Amen and Cam play in the Summer League?
I think they play, but I don't think they play much.
I think I saw a roster today saying Amen doesn't play. I think, yeah.
But if he don't play, I wouldn't mind. But I think they play, but I think they don't play much. I don't think they play.
I think they get like a game or two.
And
I think Cam gets all games. I think Amen gets 1 or 2.
Mm-hmm. I think Reed Sheppard. I'm making a prediction. I think Reed Sheppard will play so well in Summer League. I think Ime Udoka pull him. I think he pulls him. I think he actually pull him. He plays so well that I'm going to just make a.
I mean, I think the stats compared to him and Bronny are going to be like Reed Sheppard's going to have like 25. Bronny's going to have about 3 points. Reed Sheppard will have like 20 rebounds. Bronny will have 1. Reed Sheppard will have 20 assists. Bronny will have none.
All I got to say
in a dream world scenario.
Look, I just want to see Reed Sheppard play on.
Yep.
Period. I just want to see him ball out.
I just want to see Reed Sheppard bust Bronny's ass because look, Bronny's an industry plant. I mean,
Bronny's. They've already said. First of all, you give Bronny a guaranteed contract, and then the next day you say he's going to play in the G League majority of the season. He's not going to be on the active roster. He's not going to be on the main roster. He's going to be in the G League. What the hell are you doing? Like, what the hell are you doing, Lakers? If somebody's going to be majority on, first of all, second round picks don't get guaranteed contracts like that at all.
Well, what's the word for it? Like when Bronny's in the league, what's the word for it?
Nepotism.
Nepotism, yeah, it exists.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Giannis Antetokounmpo in the league. Come on.
Oh, somebody said BBL Bronny. Hey, but no, man. I think we're gonna pick up on that topic as far as like who's going to get the max, how the contracts are going to be worked out in the future. Because once again, we have the core 8, man. Is it 8? Let me do the math. Hold on. Let's go back and do the math.
It's 8.
Hold on. We got Jalen, Sengun, Jabari, Tari, Cam, Amen, Reed Sheppard. That's 7. Who's the 8?
That's core 7.
Not 8?
Huh?
No, it is 8. It's Jalen Green, Amen Thompson, Cam Whitmore, Sengun, Bari, Tari, and Sheppard. That's 7. Wait, hold on. I'm missing one more.
You're not unless you added someone. You have to have someone else.
I'm
Who
not this
is
bad
it?
at math. Come on. I'm a journalism
Look,
major.
it's
I'm not supposed to
Jalen.
be good at math, but like I'm
It's
missing.
Jalen, Sengun, Jabari, Tari. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Then you backdoor, and that's four. That's four, right? Then you
Jalen
have
Green,
AJ
Alperen Şengün, Reed Sheppard, Cam Whitmore, Tari Eason, Jabari Smith, Amen Thompson. Oh, not Aaron Holiday.
He
AJ
added Griffin. He added Griffin.
Yeah, I
That's what
added Griffin.
He added Griffin in now because
We didn't
he's
even talk about AJ
yeah,
Griffin.
yeah.
That
We
is a
didn't.
whole nother.
Yeah.
I don't consider him
No,
core.
I don't consider him as a core 8 either.
Yeah, I don't consider
Yeah,
him.
I don't, but now I am because I said 8.
Hold on. He said
that's who he put in the core 8.
Said Frank just got 5 years, 224 million with Orlando. Okay, Killer Cal. Listen to what you just said. It's Orlando. Orlando gave Terrence Ross a max contract. Okay? Terrence fucking Ross. This is what the fuck Orlando does. They do dumb shit. That's why Orlando has been
Not worse than Atlanta, though.
No, Atlanta thought I don't know. Atlanta's dumb, but I don't even know what the hell Atlanta gonna do now. They got a long way to go.
I know what they're gonna do. They're gonna give what's his name? I gotta look up their roster because who am I thinking of? Oh no, I'm having a brain fog moment.
Hey, but
yeah, that's what I was gonna say. They're gonna give Sadiq Bey a max contract.
They damn near gave Bobo the max contract. So let's talk about it. But before we go, man, y'all 150 in here watching live. Go down, y'all see it at the bottom. Like, share, and subscribe to this podcast, the H-Town Rundown. Follow each one of us on Twitter. Follow us on Instagram at the H-Town Rundown Podcast. Follow us on Facebook as well, the H-Town Rundown on Facebook. And, follow us on Spotify as well as the H-Town Rundown Podcast on Spotify. All the different platforms. We are there. So y'all go ahead and subscribe, like, share, and subscribe, and give us a follow, man, and enjoy the content that we steady pushing out. That Preston and Dante and Ryan weekly put out the content for the Rockets, man. They always bring the heat. I do want to thank both of y'all, Ryan and Coach Dante, for coming in and picking up the weight of the program, the weight of the episode. As I'm filling in for Preston. But I just want to thank y'all, thank everybody in the comments. And this has been another great episode of the H-Town Rundown, and we will see y'all next week, man. Peace.
Y'all next week.